Hello and welcome to Obinna TV. So for now, I'm looking at that is demo of Facebook. So demo of Facebook basically did she fall out with Obinna? That is did demo of Facebook fall out with Obinna because I think demo of Facebook is not doing any videos with Obinna, and I think of course we credit Obinna in bringing a demo Facebook to the limelight. Of course, it is Churchill who gave demo Facebook basically the platform to be able to perform. Remember, demo Facebook is a footballer. She is a much more formidable football player than she is, I think, a comedian. And of course, she has graced many football occasions. I think recently was in Tanzania for the Ireland Chesang Cup. So of course it is Obinna now that put that brand on the Kenyans' minds. But why did they fall out? Why did them on Facebook and Obinna fall out? Of course, as some say, it is a disagreement with the management. That is them on Facebook and Obinna disagreed on management. I think Obinna was invited to demo Facebook. That is a birthday party, but I think it was being sponsored by another brand, and the brand had not paid Obinna, so that's why Obinna did not show up. Obinna did not show up on that birthday. But of course, Obinna on his part, according to Kasipul, he says that basically Obinna that is brands were using them on Facebook to be able to access Obinna cheaply. Remember, Obinna is now maybe the most sensational YouTube personality in Kenya. Obinna is probably the most sensational YouTube personality in Kenya, and of course, he doesn't come cheap. Obinna does not come cheap. So, of course, if brands were using them on Facebook to be able to reach out to be able to benefit from the personality of Obinna, then that was wrong. If brands were not willing to pay Obinna, so now they go through the back door, they go through Obinna in order to access, they go through them on Facebook in order to access Obinna. So I would think that for now, I think that relationship, I think, will not be sustained. What was the reason? Of course, the other reason for first of all, you have brands using them on Facebook to access Obinna, and of course now that is just misusing his brand. So that's the first thing. Then the second thing. Did the management of Demo Facebook feel Obinna was using Demo Facebook? Did the management of that is did the management of that is demo Facebook feel that Obinna was using him? Remember, you must not outshine your boss. So maybe I think you have looked at all breakups in Kenya. Look at all the breakups. It is the female personalities that have gone on to shine. Look at that is Corazon Komboka and just Jimmy. It is Corazon Komboka that went on to succeed. Look at all the celebrity online couple split. It is usually the female that usually the woman that goes on to succeed. And I think in this one, maybe demo Facebook management felt that Obinna basically was not giving the right value. Of course, Obinna bought demo Facebook car. That's the first thing. But of course, then was that sufficient? Was demo Facebook being compensated sufficiently? Of course, she brought many people came to were coming to view Obinna TV because of her demo on Facebook. So basically, for a demo on Facebook management, they felt that Obinna basically was using demo on Facebook, and I think. Maybe that's where contracts come in. How much are you going to be paid? I think that's where contracts come in. I think for creatives, they have not mastered the art of contracts. So I think that cause a lot of creatives are not very good in business management. So I think that is why you need to have effective management. And for the management of demo Facebook, maybe they felt that Obinna was now using demo Facebook. Of course, Obinna will deny this. He will say that basically he is the one that brought them on Facebook to limelight, and of course has asked them on Facebook to embrace another personality and hold his and hold and hold his or her hand. Of course, them on Facebook uh, has worked with many brands. He is able to build a home for her parents. I think maybe about 4 million. I think that house cost about 3 million. The one she constructed for her parents, and of course, she says she contributed 99% of the money to building that house. So it shows she has money. If she was able to maybe have savings of 3 million in order to build her parents' house. So that shows basically them or Facebook basically has more money. I think that's why we need to clap for her. She basically that is them on Facebook basically won over brands. So now you have that is you have personalities basically you have these personalities going to brands, and I think maybe the brand of them or Facebook has overtaken Obinna. So that's the second reason that the management of them or Facebook basically thought that he Obinna was using them on Facebook. But what next for them on Facebook? I think she has to package herself as a brand. Of course, we now know they were not dating. We now know Obinna and them on Facebook were not dating. That it was basically content creation. I think that's the bad side of content creation, because people don't know whether you are creating content together or whether you are actually dating. And I think, of course, you have Cassie Pool saying that basically demo Facebook is not Ogobina's type. That is, demo Facebook is not Ogobina's type. Of course, Ogobina likes the likes of Ambarei. So basically, if Ogobina was going to date demo Facebook, then what would he have done? He would have spiced things up. Of course, that is demo Kenyeji. That is Ogobina maybe likes broilers, and the demo Facebook is the Kenyeji, and of course. And that is just it. So I think for creative in Kenya, this is the time to be able to package your brand, sell yourself as a brand, and then know what is your value, and then bring your management, so that when you split up, I think then you are going to be able to you're going to be able to get value for money. But I think a lot of YouTube couples do split. I think a lot of podcast couples do split. You can even look at American Cole Haddadi. I don't know whether you've seen that. That famous podcast that is called Haddadi. Of course, they hosted Kamala Harris. So I think Cole Haddadi, they had three Cole Haddadi had three. I think there were three initially, but I think you had only Alex Cooper remaining, the other two leaving. Then Alex Cooper now is the sole person that runs Cole Haddadi. Of course, and now Alex Cooper received $65 million in funding from Spotify. So you can see content creation can pay. Alex Cooper, I think she is the most I think Alex Cooper, that is called her daddy. Of course, it examines the world of feminism, and of course aims to empower women. Of course, the world of feminism, and sometimes, of course, it is ratchet, and of course, you have called her daddy's code, and of course, they discuss how to empower the woman, and basically. They tackle topics to do with feminism, and of course Spotify saw that. So other than Joe Rogan, of course Joe Rogan is the most watched podcaster. That is Joe Rogan. Of course, he is the most watched podcaster. But I think the most watched female podcaster is Alex Cooper. That is called her daddy, and I think that's the same line that demo Facebook needs to follow. She has to be her own brand. Basically, demo Facebook has to be her own brand. She doesn't now need to depend. It is Churchill that, of course, discovered her. Then, of course, Obinna came to the limelight. He held her hand. But I think now demo Facebook has outgrown that. Let her now move on and basically create her own brand, her own persona, and then go on to succeed. And of course, that relationship was not meant to last. Maybe Obinna, I don't think, was actually intending to date a demo Facebook. I think it was content creation, and I think it worked just fine. So you let me know on what you think led to the fallout between Oga Obinna and them on Facebook. So I've said first of all, the first thing is that brands were using that demo of Facebook to access Obinna, and of course Obinna doesn't come cheap, so that was some shortcuts by some brands, of course, accessing Obinna through demo of Facebook, and of course Obinna realized that, and he turned away. Then the second one, simply the management of demo of Facebook feel that Obinna is not giving a demo Facebook the value that he deserves, and of course demo Facebook of course Obinna in a long post said that the management of demo Facebook must make that is must make demo Facebook change. So that's it for now. Bye for now.